with One Piece 1148. I'm excited to see Scopper and Robin team up. We have chapter title Ranja, the Ranja Ganja. Let's see. Otama entrusts the delivery of the Amigasa hat for Kawamatsu, now off to Hakumai. Okay. All right, Robin and Scopper better pop off here. I hope. Whoa, my legs. Why is this happening? Ranja. Ranja? Where are you going? You're gonna fall. Ranja. What's happening to the kids on the branch? Or on branch 8? I don't know. This is weird. But it's okay. Don't worry, Ilva. It's all right. It'll be okay. It's no big deal. It's nothing. Ranja? Don't you do it. Not the diving board. Ranja, come back. That's dangerous. The realm of the dead is down there. Oh. Where Luffy and gang are? Summers, the first one is in position to drop. Okay, set it up so they'll be able to hear that brat all over Elbaf. Now then, it's your call. You've got 30 seconds before we start tossing these whelps over the edge. Mountainbeard Yarul, send word to those teachers. Order them to set fire to their school building and library. Damn it all. Elder Yarul. No, that library contains works that are thousands of years old. What are you saying? We have to prioritize the lives of the hostages, right? These demands aren't the real problem. Think about the big picture. They're trying to pressure Elbaf to bend the knee. Are you saying we should let the kids die instead? Isn't there anyone close enough to stop this? Please put an end to this twisted game. Chopper, stay put. What? We shouldn't attempt to face those two without understanding their abilities. But then why are you... I just can't keep my emotions in check any longer. I love Robin. I've been wanting to see this from her for like 5 chapters now. You're going to kill the kids? What the hell is wrong with you? Not even the world's worst criminals stoop this low, using children as hostages. The notions of an insect mean nothing to me. This prick. Okay, wasn't expecting that. Frankie, I'm coming with you. Right, let's go. We're going too. We'll split up. One group will help fight the monsters, and the other will go rescue the kids. Okay. Arm yourselves. To branch 8, set sail. To branch 8, to branch 8. One more thing. When you burn the school and library down, you are forbidden to rescue even one book from the flames. Why, you ask? We intend for certain things to burn. Your culture and your history. Oh, yeah, and on top of the children, yeah, Robin will not let O'Hara Part 2 happen. And the books that are from O'Hara are already there, so. Cien Fleur. Drumsticks. Oh, damn, she hits him. Okay, there's blood and everything. Robin. Robin-san, you're all right. Careful, we still haven't worked out what those guys are capable of. I know. Chopper's rustling. Quattro Mano. Your Nico Ra clutch. Yeah, snap that. Snap him in half. Let's go. Although every time she clutches somebody, like it just, I don't know. She just kind of cracks their back for him, it seems like. Robin, you did it. He's been snapped in half. They're immortal. We can't beat them. Elbaf, can you hear me? 20 seconds remain until the first kid falls. Damn it, he's a zombie too. Hmm? Robin just jumps at him, just tackles him. Whoa there, what are you doing? Don't tell me you've got a crush on me. Hmm? What? You jumped off the edge? Do you have a death wish? Love me all you want. I'm not joining a suicide pact. Robin, what are you doing? No way she's taking him down with her. I know full well you're supposedly immortal and you've eaten the thorn fruit to boot. But we can only save those children if your invisible thorns are gone. Ho ho. So you figure that dragging me down there will take the kids out of my range? You're one shrewd lady. Oh shit. Okay. This is crazy. I thought Robin died. She got spikes going through her neck, out of her head and her neck and body, but it's a fake. What? She's gone. That woman. Just how many moves ahead does she think? Robin, that was so cool. The knife doesn't seem to be able to cut it. I guess we'll have to take down that woman to free ourselves. 10 seconds left. It's that guy's voice. Answer me, Ja Rule. Hey, Gunko, let them hear the kid's voice. Speak up. Elder Ja Rule, Ranja! I love school. I've got friends there. Hurry. Ranja's my daughter. I love the library too. We're coming to save you. We learned lots and lots of stuff about the world from the books there, and the teachers made sure we learned important stuff. Oh, Nami's face is so sad. Like not to cause trouble for others, and not to do things that others hate. If saving me means that the school and library go away, I think everyone will hate that. It'd be better if I just fell. Don't worry, Elder Yarul. I've always been lucky. I'm sure I'll be okay. Oh, man. Yeah, Ranya number one. Damn, this is so sad. I hate when he does the smiling, crying face. It's so much sadder. Wow. 2, 1. Ange, please burn down the school. Elder Yarul, the library too. Please set it all on fire. Yes, sir. Oh, man. We got Saul and Robin. I love that expression on your face, Nico Robin. Stop it. Robin, run. Get out of there. Robin's all tangled. Whoa, what's happening here? Summers gets his hand cut off. What the? It's not regenerating. Long time no see. Scopper Gaban? And then he just slashes Summers. Oh, damn. Dude. The Rayleigh Blitz at Saba Odi and now the Scopper Blitz at Elbaf. Holy cow. This is so cool. He has arrived, you're right, Shade. Oh, damn. Is Scopper, I mean, Scopper's gonna be the one to tell us how to defeat the Knights and how to go up against the Gorsei. Damn. This is so cool. Your favorite saint? Yep. It's not looking good for him, Shade. Man, this was cool. This was a good chapter. I've been This is what I've been waiting for. The setup has kind of paid off for Robin to get involved. Ronya, damn. And there's definitely some setup for Brooke and Gunko. I was just looking at last chapter and kind of their dialogue and her listening to his songs, and I wonder what's gonna come out of that. I'm gonna relook at the scene with those two again in 1147. Your life will be devoted to making music for me. You belong to me. Oh yeah, I forgot. Brooke says I would sooner embrace death than live without honor. He always has some really cold lines, like when he was talking with Big Mom and Whole Cake. Yeah, right. Brooke couldn't even talk. I was just looking at the panel with him just being completely. Well, I thought there was actually. Wait a second. Yeah, like in the earlier panel, it seems like his mouth is free, and then later his mouth is like covered up. Man, and that scene with Rania too. That was so sad. Always got to make the children innocent and sweet and unselfish. Really tugs at the heartstrings. Did I say selfish? I meant selfless. I don't know what I said. I meant selfless though. And Robin with the decoy, super clutch. You're one shrewd lady. Yeah, well, she was thinking two steps ahead, brother. Yeah, this is like a damn. This has got to be like a at least an 8. This is a solid 8.5 for me. Summers is so freaking good as a true saint. Dude, he is. Where's Killingham, too? I mean, they're all like so celestial dragon coded. Like just the insect talk, the casual Gunko to Brook. You're gonna be my slave now, and that's how it's gonna be. Like buying, not even like stealing a gumball, like just saying this gumball is mine now. We need to see the previous fight between him and Scober. So you think that there was a previous like full on fight? I mean, clearly they've met before. Or I guess it's at least implied that Summers knows about him. I guess it's not guaranteed that they've crossed blades before, but he definitely knows him. Yeah. Yeah, I mean he says long time no see, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they fought with each other though. Like they could have been on the same battlefield or and just seen each other. It's I mean, I'm agreeing that I think that they have like fought before, but I'm just saying that the evidence we have doesn't guarantee that that's the case. I do think that they have, though. Yeah, Scopper or Summers is literally doo-dooing himself. He's also, like, super casual that he's just like, "Huh, my hand's gone." Then again, every time someone loses a limb, like Shanks, he's just like, "Yeah, it's just an arm." Summers is like, "Yeah, it's just a hand." So Scopper's gonna teach us how to hurt them. I wonder what, like, it obviously has to be something that not a lot of people could do in order to hurt them, which makes me think Conqueror's hockey related, but I want it to be a little more than that, and I'm sure it is. The same way, um, like the Conqueror's hockey, like the golden hockey that Luffy learned in Wano. I'm sure it's gonna be something special. I just love the parallel of Scopper speed blitzing him. Like, it's the same thing. It's the same parallel. Kizaru and Zoro get speed blitzed by Rayleigh. Summers and Robin getting speed blitzed by, Scopper. I love to see it. Yeah, it's an 8.5 for me too, Shade. Dude, it's cool. It had Robin getting involved. It had the Elbaf leaders making a difficult decision, even against and I like it too because it's even against, I don't want to say the wishes of Robin, but Robin doesn't want the books to burn or the kids to be hurt. But a decision got made and somebody was going to be dis not disappointed, but like it was kind of there was no win-win scenario until Scopper showed up. And then the emotional nature with Ronya, like it was great. We definitely needed this. What is going to happen next chapter? 1149. And I'm assuming we're going to get something pretty crazy for 1150. I wonder what we had in 1050. If there's going to be any parallels there with the math piece. 1050 was honor. Kaido sinking into the lava in 1050. We get some yatas that they've won. Yeah, we get the Straw Hat victory. Let me go back to... Let's go back to 1148 here. I don't know, do we think Summers is out for a little bit? I mean, we got the, bad guy getting slashed in the foreground, good guy, Cool stance in the background, very reminiscent of Zoro in Mr. One. Um, he might be out. I think we got to move on to Gunko, and then Killingham's kind of being hidden for another setup. I believe we saw him somewhere in this chapter. I want to say we did, or maybe I'm thinking of last chapter because I just looked at it. Okay, wait. We definitely got to go for Gunko next, is what it seems like. Don't know. She's got to be close by, right? Okay, we didn't see him. Okay. I want to see the last. Where did I leave him last? He's kind of off doing. Oh, yeah, he's doing the radio broadcasting stuff. That's right. That's right. Yeah, she's with the kids. Damn, I want to see. I need the trio to get involved. Oda's definitely saving them, and Loki and Haruden. Dude, I'm excited. I need I don't need. I'm waiting. I'm excited for that Luffy moment where, he's pissed. He's like, "You did what to my friends? You did what to the people that gave me food?" And we see him get like super serious with with the Luffy scowl. I'm pumped. Zoro with his stone coldness. We haven't really seen much from Sanji. Dude, if Garling pulled up, that would be wild. I gotta know what his powers are. He's got to have something absolutely crazy. I wonder if it's related to Shamrocks too, since he has the Cerberus sword thing going on. If there's any relation, familial, relating to the power, or I don't know. I remember we talked about it like when we saw Garling replace Saturn. I think we were kind of wondering, does Garling just get Saturn's powers, or does he get his own? Because I feel like he should get his own. That would be the cool thing to do. Just get his own. And it would be so sick if Garling, with all of his moon symbolism, was like some sort of werewolf. I've been wanting a mythical werewolf devil fruit in the story for years. And that would just be a personal fan service for me. It would be so sick. Yeah. Garling definitely deserves his own. Does Shade, I don't remember, does Garling also only have one arm? I remember when he was introduced, it looked like he only had like one arm. A popular theory that he only has an arm, or that he could have the werewolf like power. He got both. Dude, a one armed werewolf. But then again, well, I was gonna say, if he had one arm before and he gets the emu powers, would he be able to regenerate it? But then again, we've seen the Gorosei with like scars and like the Gorbachev thing. So either they can just straight up get scarred with their powers, as seems to be the case with Garling, or I'm sorry, with Summers, or it was a thing, or probably both. Like maybe before they got their powers, if they were scarred or damaged, that getting the powers wouldn't change anything. Probably both. Because yeah, they have scars. Garling's now or Summers. I keep saying Garling. Summers presumably isn't getting that hand back unless I don't know, it gets medically treated. Ugh. Dude, yeah, and he just gets absolutely blitzed. The old man Blitz is back. Hell yeah. So hype. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. Scopper's face in that final panel, dude, with like the shading and like the scowl. Like his kids in there. Do I read other mangas? I kind of. I am on. I was really into. I'm really into Hunter x Hunter. I know. I don't think the new volume is out, 38, but I have 37 here, and I'm on like chapter. What chapter is this? Yeah, like 3. I'm just gonna restart because I don't know what I made it to, like maybe 384. I'm just gonna start over at 381. But yeah, Hunter x Hunter is an absolute goat of a series. I really want to start reading Dan to Dan because I watched it on Netflix, like the first season, and I was like, dude, I need more Dan to Dan like that. I love that series. And then I've just been kind of watching random ones, like random animes. Dude, Hunter x Hunter is so good. Kagurabachi? What am I? Let me do one thing at a time here. I really want to read Vagabond. Karua. Karua Bachi. This looks pretty cool. If there's katanas, I'm almost always in. I'm reading a quick synopsis here. Dude, and sorcerers, enchanted blades. Dude, I'm kind of down. Dude, I love magic swords. Magic swords, and especially the trope of I love the trope of the sword that can diffuse magic or cut through magic or negate magic. Yeah, the blades look they sound sick. I might have to check it out. I also I started watching a Returner's Magic Should Be Special, which has been pretty solid so far. And so this is this is probably blasphemous in our community. I have never watched Bleach or Naruto, but I have started Bleach, and I really like the magic system and the characters in that so far too. I'm on like season 4, like a filler season. Yeah, I've heard some good things about like the Thousand Year Blood War. My buddy was telling me about it. He's been watching it and it sounds pretty crazy. I like it Bleach too because the magic system seems to revolve around swords. There's the keto and stuff like that and the other um like martial prowess related magic system, but just I think it's really dope to have one of the magic systems centered around the swords themselves. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. I watched Kaiju number 8, which was pretty cool. I liked that. I do love Mashal, Magic and Muscles, like Harry Potter meets One Punch Man, which is the elevator pitch for anybody who wants to check it out. I would highly recommend. But yeah, Dan to Dan is like up there, dude. I love Dan to Dan. It's so strange and weird, and I think a lot of anime creators don't have or manga creators, authors don't have the balls to have the romance like actually happen. Um, and in Dan to Dan, it's like clearly it's not just like that aloof romance where it's just like, well, clearly they like each other, but will they get together? It's like, no, I think Dan to Dan is like, no, they like it's gonna happen. Like it's already happening. And it's like, finally, dude, like just give us the romance. I have a soft spot for romance in my anime and my manga. Like just let them be happy. You could still follow the romance formula where it's like they like each other, things are going great, they break up, and then they get back together. And aside from like the main alien ghost plot thing that's happening in Dan to Dan, like just let them love each other. Damn. Dude, yeah. I've been looking for some romance anime kinda. Like romance has kind of a subplot. It doesn't have to be the main focus. Like there was one that I've seen like shorts of and stuff, and like people in the comments are like, dude, this show's so good. But one of them that I think is romance that's on the top of my list is Darling in the Franks. Um, I really want to watch that one. Dude, my hair is all sorts of effed up. But yeah, Darling in the Franks. Um, I saw one that looked kind of cute. Toradora, maybe. But yeah, Darling in the Franks is definitely up there. Yeah, Vagabond's on my list. I started reading Solo Leveling like when it first came out. I need to get caught up with that. I pretty much have to reread all of those chapters, and then I want to watch the anime too. Let me even look at my Crunchyroll here. I started watching Frieren Beyond Journey's End. That's been pretty good. I need to get caught up with Demon Slayer and JJK. I've heard the Apothecary Diaries are really good. Something about Mei Meiji Gekken 1874. That seems kind of cool. And Claymore. I've never watched Claymore, but that seems so sick. Also, there's an older looking anime called Records of Lodos War. Yeah, 1998. I just love this intimate hand-drawn style. Yeah, is there new stuff? You got any recommendations? I really like fantasy stuff, like fantasy sci-fi are kinda like my bread and butter. I've heard, my one buddy told me about a sci-fi anime called, like, 86 something that was really good. Yeah, what's some of the new stuff here on Crunchyroll? New Fire Force, new Apothecary Diaries. Hmm, I'm just kinda even looking at, like, the upvotes and stars. Yeah, Apothecary Diaries is actually got a lot. Same with the show called Windbreaker. Oh, we got a high school anime. It's kind of funny that it's called Windbreaker. Someone who breaks wind. Yeah, 86 days, is that what it's called? Might have to add some of these to the list. I love how, like, animes get labeled, like I don't know, there's just, like, a formula for the animes with the really long titles. Like, it's like a full-on sentence. One half is completely normal, and then the other half is, like, outrageous. It'll be like, "I'm in love with my best friend, who's also a hamster," or something. Like, it'll be a normal fragment of a sentence followed by something absolutely ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the formula. Or it's just like something yeah. "I left my A rank party to help my former students reach the dungeon depths." Like, bro, this you know how many syllables your title is? I know it's translated into English, and I'm sure it's possibly shorter, in Japanese or something. Not lengthwise, but, like, structurally, like, what the words imply through the depth of their definitions, but it's funny. Yeah, I've been really liking Frieren, and I'm interested because of her character arc where I'm like, "Dude, she's kind of a dick." Like, she's just an old elf dick, and I'm like, she's got a I'm starting to see the little trail of like, okay, she's starting to become a little more human, so to speak, with like finding compassion and having regrets and like stuff like that. I'm only on episode like 5, I want to say. It's a journey to say the least. Yeah, because I remember seeing some clips and I was like, oh, this is kind of badass. Like she's like killing demons and stuff and like chopping heads. She's badass. I mean, she's definitely badass. Yeah, it was just yeah, and the blue-haired swordsman. I also like the underlying, like, romance kinda there. I forget his name, but yeah, the blue-haired swordsman clearly has a thing for her, and she's only kinda realizing it posthumously that he really cared for her, and, it's too late for her to do anything about it basically because, he's gone. He's dead. Yeah, and the animations are so clean too. Damn, there's so much to watch. I got some Gundam on my bookmarked list too. Been kind of wanting to revisit some old Gundam, some Cowboy Bebop, some Space Dandy. What else? The Unwanted Undead Adventurer seems interesting too. Little skull guy. Gundam Wings. I'm trying to let me see what I have on here, if that's on here. I have Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam, Mobile Suit Gundam Iron Blooded Orphans, and then Mobile Suit Gundam The Witch from Mercury. Oh yeah, wait, I have Mobile Suit Gundam Wing on here too. Yeah, this isn't that was one of the OGs. I remember like watching this on Toonami when I was younger. Gundam is so sick. There was a PlayStation 2 game that I played the shit out of. Um, Let me see what it was. It was so good. Mobile Suit Gundam. I think it was Federation versus Xeon, maybe? That one was so good. Dude, hell yeah. That brings back memories. Lazarus that came out this season was made by the creator of Cowboy Bebop. Are they still doing like new Gundam things? I mean, that IP is so great. Is it called Lazarus? I also need to watch Neon Genesis. That's also on my to be watched list. Never really got into Doctor Stone, although I'm sure I would like it if I got into it, but also this the beginning after the end. Excuse me. The beginning after the end. After a mysterious death, King Gray is reborn as Arthur Lightwin on the magical continent of Decathlon. Although he enters his second life as a baby, his previous wisdom remains. He begins to master magic and forge his own path as the years go by, seeking to correct the mistakes of his past life. Kind of sounds like a returner's magic should be special, but that the animation for it is ass. Yeah, it doesn't look. I mean, it looks okay. I mean, it doesn't look crazy or super terrible. I'm just kind of looking at the thumbnails of the episodes. Oh, you dropped it? Damn. That's never good. Oh, what was one? There's this guy I work with that's like always telling me about it. Eminence in Shadow. He keeps telling me to watch it. The Eminence in Shadow. Yeah. What can I watch? Yeah, it kind from what I've seen, it kind of seemed like it. Like the dude seemed like just super edgy, and then also like he's OP. I don't really like the edge lords too much, and I don't really like the dudes who are like already OP and they're just like, I'll just do this and like, ha. It's like, all right, dude, keep it in your pants. Like we know you're broken, but like, have a little humility. Dude, I also watched this like a couple months ago. I had never watched a K-drama before, and then I found this K-drama called Love Scout, and it was actually so freaking good. Like I bought a subscription for like a random ass streaming service just so I could binge it, and I loved every second of it. Has to do with like it sounds really stupid, um, but it sounds really corny, but I think it was done well. There's like this CEO lady who owns this headhunting agency, and it's very much like what's that one channel that always has the corny movies on it? I can't think of the channel. You know who I'm talking about. But she's too busy for love. She's too busy to take care of herself. And then this guy comes in, becomes her secretary, and then he, he's also super busy. He has baggage with his wife leaving him after their daughter was born, and he doesn't have time for love. He does, his heart's kind of still broken a little bit, and then they just find each other. She's not so busy anymore. He kind of grows out of his, previous baggage with another subplot that has to do with the apartment burning down. Um, and then yeah, and I love it's such a slow burn, dude. Like just like the tension of like they're sitting, somewhere and like his hands right here and like her hands like right there, and there's like the little like pinky, and you're like, oh, dude, just hold hands, just hold hands. If you hold hands, I'm gonna bust the fattest nut, and then they do, and then it's awesome. Yeah, Love Scout is. I was like, okay, but now I'm gonna be so picky. I'm like, okay, if I have an inkling that it's not of a quality like Love Scout, then I'm not watching it. Have I seen Overlord? No, I haven't, but that's another one where it looks cool. I love the character design, like this. The dude's literally like a necromancer looking head ass. But I also have some reservations about video game related animes for some reason. Yeah, and also with isekais, I don't know. The formula for isekais is I feel like I see the same thing. Like there's some loser in the real world gets transported to another world where he's super awesome, but then he's also like a jerk where he's like, I don't want to save you guys. I want to go back home to my loser life. And I'm like, dude, come on. It was the first one to start it. That could be something then. Because usually the OGs often do it the best because everyone copies them afterwards. But yeah, it's like, dude, I like where's the like a realistic isekai? Like, dude, if you have a loser life in the real world and you get teleported to some fantasy land where there's swords and magic and shit, you're gonna be like, I expect the character to be like, dude, this is sick. Teach me everything. I want to help. I want to learn magic. I want to become a dope swordsman. Like that seems so much more realistic. Like you're gonna tell me that you want to go back to your boring 9 to 5 where everybody hates you and you don't want to know anything about this world that you got literally teleported to? You're full of shit. But that's I get that that's kind of part of the intrigue because you're like, "No, why don't you care? I want them to care." And then they care. It's kind of the same feeling I'm getting with the Returners Magic Should Be Special, where like, he the world ending event happens. It doesn't fix things. They win, but they don't win. He gets teleported back in time. So part of the interest is like, how did that happen? Why did that happen? But then he like knows how the future is going to unfold. And as a viewer, you're just like, just tell somebody that you can see the future, please. I need another character to know that you know what's going to happen. I need another character to know that you're actually OP as hell and that you know all this magic shit because you have been fighting this war for 13 years ahead of time. But that's part of why we watch it. I mean, it's the same thing with like the romance in the animes where you're like, I know you two little shitheads like each other. Just tell each other already. I know these little gremlins want to kiss and hold hands, so just do it. But that's the burn, and that's why you're like, are they gonna do it this episode? That's why, yeah, it's why we watch it. It'd be like that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna add Overlord to my watch list. There's a new Overlord movie. Is that what you're referring to? Is that also on Crunchyroll, or is that somewhere else? Okay, cool. I'll have to check her out. Apu style. Started watching Shangri-La. I heard that was good. It was kind of okay. Wasn't super hooked. Nothing else is really kind of standing out to me though. Man, there's just so much to watch and read though. I do want to get back into Black Clover too. I don't know how many episodes of that I watched. The main dude just screaming all the time was just like, I'm like, all right, dude, fucking relax. Like, you don't gotta shout everything. Damn. I'm always happy though when there's like too much to watch. It's kind of like catching up on One Piece anime, where you're like, I'm never gonna finish this, and that's a good thing. Yeah, right? Like his voice is just annoying. Like I love the drive, I love the passion, but I mean, he can't help how his voice sounds. The actor can help how his voice sounds, but oh yeah, I was watching Shield Hero too. Forgot about that show. Oh, it's a woman? That makes sense. I mean, it makes sense that I'm not saying that it makes sense that his voice is annoying because he's voiced by a woman. I'm saying that more often than not, a lot of main MC guy characters are voiced by women. Let's not get it twisted here. Oh, Dan to Dan's on Crunchyroll. Hell yeah. There needs to be a new Chainsaw Man season, dude. I need that. I need that in my life. Also heard good things about Mob Psycho. I just got clipped. Yeah. Oh, if only. I wouldn't even mind. Mob is peak. Well, we're gonna bookmark that. Yeah, there's so much. Dude, I'm pumped. Dan to Dan, Dan, Dan to Dan. Episode 5 of Dan to Dan, titled like Where Are Your Balls? You know that's a good show. Storia, Wand and Sword? The classic anime trope where everybody in the world can do this one thing, but the main character can't. Let's see how that plays out. Wistoria, Wand and Sword. Kind of sounds like Mashal, or maybe Mashal sounds like this. I don't know. Well, Shade, I gotta get ready for work. This was a super fun stream, though. The banter was peak. Chapter was great. 8.5 at the least. And yeah, I'm excited. I think if this isn't the conclusion of Summers, I think we're gonna get that fight. Hopefully, I hope we get a scene shift back to Luffy and Loki and Sanji and Zoro, and possibly get a scene shift with Gunko. Deal with them because if we're kind of doing like a 1, 2, 3, kind of dealing with the Gods Knights. Actually, no, probably not. Only because I think one seems like Scopper isn't going to be the one to take down all the Gods Knights. I feel like that seems unlikely. So I think we're gonna get a pause. We're gonna get some info dump on how to defeat the Gods Knights, like how Scopper did that, what he used, and then we'll kind of pick back up from there. So yeah, dude, appreciate you stopping by as always. It really did feel like a W stream. Um, Definitely like the most fun in a stream I've had, I think. And the banter and stuff was really fun. So appreciate it as always. Everyone who watches the stream, I appreciate you guys. Um, like it if you like it, dislike it if you don't. Subscribe if you thought it was dope. I'm gonna be doing them every chapter. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.